Okay, here's what's going on weather-wise as we make our way through this Friday evening across northwest Florida. We are going to see a little more cloud cover overnight, but look at the temperatures. We actually start off cold and we warm things up during the overnight hours as that southerly flow continues to take hold across our region. So it's not going to be anywhere near as cold tonight as what it was last night. And you see that with this southerly wind this evening, a little breezy, especially along our coastal locations. And that just is going to bring in the moisture not only tonight, but on into the day on Saturday. So you'll see winds becoming a little bit more southwesterly. Now notice here comes your front Saturday morning. Right there it is, and you see on the back side of it, those northwesterly winds beginning to take hold across our area, and that will be that colder air mass that we need if we're going to get anything in the way of any wintry weather on Sunday morning. And so you'll see those northerly winds take over the course of the day on Saturday, pushing across northwest Florida. Now, as we move through the night tonight, we will see a little more cloud cover, and I can't rule out an isolated sprinkle or two across our region. As we head into the day on Saturday, some spotty showers will be possible, far from a washout of a day, but the rainfall chances will definitely start to increase as we head throughout the evening hours of Saturday evening. So temperatures tonight, 40s inland, 50s along the coastline. There will be a pretty big difference, but no one's going to be anywhere close to freezing. As we head into the day on Saturday, look at these temperatures. We're actually a little bit above average. It's going to feel great, although it will be cloudy and there will be some showers around for sure. Now, as we head into Sunday, low temperatures Sunday morning, dropping down into the 30s. And so it's going to be pretty cold, but we'll definitely be above freezing across our area, mid to upper 30s most likely. And then high temperatures Sunday, it will be very cold, but still look, we're way up into the 40s. And all this is going to be critical as far as the wintry weather and overcoming those warmer temperatures, or what the impacts potentially might be if we do see some wintry weather. And you'll see, again, our rainfall chances about 50-50 Saturday into Sunday, and it's mainly Sunday morning before everything finally begins to clear out. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about it. There's your front right there. So out in front of it, we have that warm, moist southerly flow that's going to keep us milder tonight and get us up into the 60s for your Saturday. So there's your front, sliding to the east, spotty showers along it, some stratiform precipitation on the back side of it, rain at first. Then that cold air starts to get pushed in. And the $1 million question that we still 100% don't know is there enough cold air to marry up with this moisture? Well, the latest Barron model says at least yes. Starting on Sunday morning, we could see a changeover to sleet or snow across our area. All depends on the depth of that cold air mass, and do we have a warm tongue of air that melts the snow, and then we see it kind of refreeze into some sleet. All possibilities still at this point. We have a little bit of time to figure it out, but we do think there's going to be some wintry weather across northwest Florida. It's not going to be anywhere close to what we ended up seeing last year. So make that clear. Temperature's going to be too warm for anything to stick in any decent amount. And I think anything we see will melt because it'll become sunny on Sunday within the same day. So it won't stick around for days like it did last year. But I do think there's a decent chance we will see at least a mix of rain, sleet, and snow across a decent chunk of northwest Florida, with the most likely area to see less than an inch of snow, but at least maybe some on the ground up toward Jackson County. And you see how it all moves out. The sky's clear. It gets cold heading into Monday morning for sure, but the sunshine as we move through the day on Sunday, even in the 40s, that's going to melt things very fast. So we look at your Barron model and talk about the possibility of snow, and you'll see as we move through Saturday night into Sunday morning, we start to see that snow, and it primarily is east of, say, 331, and you notice it's all well less than an inch of snowfall across our area. GFS model, very similar type area in that less than an inch, but again, mainly east of 231. Now, the interesting thing, the NDFD shows any wintry weather that we get in that time period a little bit more to the west. So there remains a lot of uncertainty. And the WSSI talking about winter storm impacts, again, mainly highlights this area for potential impacts, which marries up with the NDFD. But there's definitely solutions that put that wintry weather a little bit farther to the east. So again, this is far from certain, but I do feel like There will be places in the Panhandle, and a decent number of that will at least see some flakes. Now, the overall chance of accumulating snowfall remains pretty low. This is the national blend of models, and you see I-10 corridor, 10 to 20%, less than 10% down along the coastline. Road temperatures, this is going to be critical and why we're not overly concerned about stuff accumulating a whole lot or causing problems, is road temperatures will be into the 60s and 70s on Saturday. And even as we head into Sunday morning, as that precipitation starts coming through, road temperatures are still going to be well up into the 40s. This is an exclusive product to Panhandle weather. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about it. There you see it, not often seen. A mix of sun and some snow on Sunday morning. Cold weather in the forecast for next week, but we do see a little bit of a warm up by the end of next week.